sports, and more. I am Keaton.
And I am Steve. And we are in a weird place today. We are not in our normal studio. Keaton, where are we?
We're not in our studio. We're going camping here in the forest.
We're here to talk about the Mickey Shorts cartoon series as made famous by Paul Rudish. Now, one quick note, like Keaton said, we are not in the studio. We are out camping in the middle of the woods so that we can talk specifically about this week's episode. Keaton, which one are we talking about today?
Ghoul Friend.
Now, this might be one of my poorer parenting decisions because, spoiler alert, we're about to talk about an episode of the Mickey Mouse series. It is this horror-themed episode. It takes place when Mickey is stuck in the woods and he's being chased by a zombified, decrepit, decaying Goofy. How creepy is that? And where are we talking about this from?
The forest.
Yes, we are camping in the middle of the forest to talk about the spooky Mickey Mouse being chased by a monster in the forest episode of the Mickey Shorts.
It's a zombie.
It is a zombie, I know. So, hopefully this doesn't freak you out.
Yeah. Because I'll run away.
Yeah, definitely don't run away.
Yes.
But this may not be the smartest podcasting idea, but it seemed appropriate since this week's episode was Ghoul Friend. And we are camping tonight. So why not record the podcast in the woods?
Uh-huh.
As Keaton's yawning. It's definitely past your bedtime.
Yes.
As it always is when we're camping. It's super late at night. And you've had a busy day. Okay, so before we get started, just a couple quick things we want to talk about. First of all, a shout out. Quick podcast that we've been listening to constantly. They've got a great program, so I just wanted to give them a quick shout out. That's the We Like Theme Parks podcast. If you want to check them out, go to welikethemeparks.com and give them a listen. It's really a great show because it's just a bunch of guys who are sitting together, 3 guys actually, who are just chatting about theme parks and having a good old time doing it. So having a lot of fun listening to them. And definitely go and give them a check out. Hey, some quick news this week. Guess what this weekend is, Keaton?
What?
This weekend is the D23 convention, which means we're getting all sorts of awesome Disney news as it's being released. So, for instance, just before coming out here tonight, I saw the Mandalorian trailer. And as a Star Wars Death Trooper, I am happy about what I saw there. Very, very good stuff. But one of the things we did see at the D23 convention, as it was unveiled at last night's media event, was the first look at some of Mickey's Runaway Railway, some of that ride that's coming to Walt Disney World. And that's the ride that's based off the cartoons that we're talking about in our show, the Mickey Mouse Shorts. So at the convention, we were able to see what the ride vehicles look like, for instance. They look like a cool red train. So there's a train at the front and it's pulling people behind it. Looks really cool. We also saw the costumes that the cast members are wearing when running the attraction. So, and also a big piece of concept art. We've kind of seen bits and pieces of it before, but it's good to see a bigger version of it. Really excited to see where that attraction's going. Really looking forward to it opening up in sometime next year. And if any news breaks about it on Sunday, we'll record an extra segment to pop in here just so that we can keep you up on the latest for the Mickey's Runaway Railway ride. What are you doing? Are you getting freaked out?
No.
No. Okay, good. Okay, so what do you say we talk girlfriend?
Ghoul Friend.
It's not girlfriend. Okay. So, let's talk the show information here. The official show summary says, after his car breaks down, Mickey is pursued by a hideous ghoul. And Keaton, what does that ghoul look like?
Goofy.
That's right. So we have a zombie Goofy chasing Mickey Mouse around the forest. Now, the original air date for this particular episode was October 4th, 2013. Make a mental note, this was 2 months now after the last episode, so they were saving this one either because they needed a break in the production after this many episodes, or because they wanted to save it for the Halloween season. But This is an October now release. It was written, and the story was written by Aaron Springer this time. Got Aaron Springer back in the lead seat on this one. It was also storyboarded by Aaron Springer. There was additional written material from this episode that was done by Derek Dressler, Clay Morrow, and Paul Ruddish. I'm not sure what that additional material is going to be because it's a fairly straightforward episode. And then there are additional voices that are performed as in tradition by the director, this time being Aaron Springer. Now, what additional voices? When we watch, we're going to look for these additional voices because right now all I can think of is the squirrel. Is the squirrel voiced by Aaron Springer? I'm not sure. So, Keaton, what do you say we watch the show? Yes. Hopefully we don't scare ourselves with the thought of zombies in the woods.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there. Now, tonight, because we don't have internet, because we're out in the middle of nowhere, we are going to be watching off of iTunes, because I have them all downloaded to my iPad. So you'll have to give us a second for the Disney Channel logo. But then you can follow along and watch it. All right, let's get you set up. Keaton, you got the headphones on?
Yes.
Okay. Should we do a countdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Hit play. And we have the Disney Channel logo. So therefore the short starts now. Mickey Mouse in Ghoul Friend. Mickey's driving down the street. It's a nice sunny day. He's singing away when all of a sudden, his car comes to a complete abrupt halt. He opens up the hood. He's looking at it. Oh, the radiator's coughing at him. Now he's looking around at the spooky landscape around him. He's not happy about this, but he's going to go back. He's going to try to find the gigantic toolbox in the back of his car. He finally gets it set down. He unlatches it. And what's inside? A lone, tiny wrench. There's lightning going off. Mickey's starting to get a little bit spooked. He's hearing strange noises. He's quickly trying to unbolt the radiator. He sees a creature. What is that? He's hiding. What is it? It's a squirrel. He's laughing at himself. Wait. Now the squirrel sees something. The squirrel's screaming. He runs away, forgets his nut, comes back, screams again. Ah! Mickey's like, what in the world is that about? And then he sees it. The zombified Goofy. Mickey freaks out. He runs away. He loses his shoes. He screams again. He's running. The tree's sending him back. Oh, no, suddenly he's back at Goofy. He's still running away. He is freaked out. Goofy's not moving. He's sitting there with flies around him. Mickey's climbing over the rocks. He's doing everything that you don't want to do in a horror movie by taking the most impossible way to get out of a situation, climbing over the rocks instead of just running straight for the exit. He runs into a log. Maybe he's safe here. He turns around. Boo! Goofy's in the log too. He's freaking out. He's running away from Goofy. He is running in circles. Goofy's not doing anything. He's just sitting there drooling and decaying. They're running away. Now they're stuck with the water. Mickey is running out of breath. He's going over a waterfall. Wah! And then he washes up. He's face down in the sand, so when he pulls up his head, what does he make? A Mickey Mouse.
Ear.
Mickey ears.
Mickey. He made him Mickey.
Okay, now Goofy's filled with water, and now he's all completely empty. So Mickey's still running away. Goofy's now chasing him through the woods. Mickey jumps over. Goofy's now falling to pieces. He's making strange versions of himself. There are two of him now. This is getting really bizarre. Mickey is freaked out. He's running away. He gets to a cliff. Oh no, what's he going to do? There are scary creatures coming after him. Suddenly they both fall off the cliff. But Mickey said... Mickey decides to pull on his big boy britches and be brave. And now he sees this creature. Should he save it? He's actually thinking he might try to save it. But down the ravine it falls. Oh well. Back to his car. But he hits the bottom of the ravine, flips out the other side, and now he's assembling himself right in front of Mickey once again. Oh boy, what are you going to do? You're going to hit a guy with glasses, are you? Goofy whips off his arm. Looks like he's about to strike Mickey. Mickey suddenly notices that arm looks strangely like the wrench he needs to fix his car. So he uses his bone to fix the car. He realizes that Goofy wasn't trying to chase him. Goofy was trying to help him. So now he can fix the car, and now they're friends, driving down the road through a rainbow. Looks like zombie Goofy was nice all along and just trying to help him. What does that teach us?
Scary?
Yeah, some things are scary, but don't judge situations because we never know what the real story might be. Zombie Goofy was simply there to try to help him. And with that, I've got to switch positions because my arm that's holding the microphone is falling asleep. Oh.
Because it is late tonight.
Space is limited in our recording studio tent. Whew. All right.
Yeah. This is what we call the studio tent.
The studio tent. That works. All right, Keaton, thoughts. What do you think about Ghoul Friend?
I liked it. I really liked it because the zombie was gone. I didn't like this part.
Yeah, so did you like the zombie?
No.
No, he kind of looks a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
As I mentioned in my commentary on the episode, I did like how they really kind of make fun of some of the classic horror tropes, some of the cliches we find in horror movies where people can't seem to run straight away from a situation. They have to run curved. They're running all over the place. Now, granted, it's exaggerated like crazy in this just to show the absurdity of it. But yeah, when people are in horror movies and they need to run away from a situation fast, they take the slowest possible route to get away, as demonstrated by Mickey when he's trying to run away from Goofy, or Zombie Goofy. Anything else that you want to talk about, Keaton?
Mickey tries to get away from Goofy, but it's Goofy.
It is Goofy. It is still Goofy. And Goofy's still nice, like normal Goofy. But Mickey just doesn't realize it yet. Like I said, Mickey jumps to conclusions and makes judgments because he looks so scary. Now, this is the first of a bunch of holiday-themed episodes. They don't come all in a row, but throughout the run of the Mickey Shorts series, there are a bunch of holiday ones. We're definitely going to be putting you to sleep pretty soon. Now, like I said, this episode premiered in October here in the United States. However, folks up in Canada got an early look at it as it debuted on August 23rd of 2013. So they got it almost 2 months, month and a half early. This is the second time in the series that we've heard the Goofy holler. Do you know what the Goofy holler is?
What?
What's the sound that Goofy makes when he's like falling off a cliff?
Yeah.
There you go. I can't make it. I'm not. If we were in the regular room to record in, I would gladly do the Goofy holler. I might have to try to do it when we get back and pop it in the edit here. But with other people camping around us, I'm not about to do the Goofy holler and wake everybody up. You can probably already tell I'm trying to talk quieter. Let's see. The first Goofy holler was in Staying Cool. So typically when Goofy's in an episode, somewhere there's going to be a Goofy holler. We'll have to watch for that in the future. Now, once again, Minnie is absent. There's no Minnie Mouse in this episode. It's interesting to note that when Mickey is whistling at the beginning, do you recognize what he's whistling at the beginning?
The end of the episode, the end of the podcast.
Yeah, the song that Keaton and I always sing at the end of the show. So that's kind of fun. He's singing his own theme song there. Let's see. And did you notice what else is missing from this episode?
What?
Talking. There's only one line of dialogue, only one line of talking in the entire episode. And that's when Mickey says,
"You wouldn't hit a mouse with glasses, would you?"
Yeah.
All the rest, the entire rest of the episode is sound effects, background, music, and lots of Mickey screaming. Because he's so freaked out. All right. Anything else you'd like to say about Ghoul Friend?
His car got broken, and he passed a rainbow.
He did. So we had quite the extremes. We had either rainbows that were out, it's all sunny and rainbows, or it's nice and spooky and scary. So nothing quite in between. I do also like the little nod, when Mickey washes up on the shore, like I mentioned in my commentary, he's face down in the sand, and when he pulls his head up, what does he make?
Hidden Mickey!
Yeah, just like what we look for in Hidden Mickeys. So another kind of meta moment where Mickey Mouse is making, hidden Mickeys with his own head. Just kind of a nice nod there. I like to see when they do those little subtle nods. So Keaton,
What?
guess what it's time for?
What?
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
What do you call a ghost true love?
I don't know, Keaton. What do you call a ghost's true love?
And a ghoul friend.
A ghoul friend? Hey, that's just like this episode.
Yeah.
Ah, nice timing on that one, buddy. And that has been
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
So with that, let's say we wrap up the show, get you to bed because it is late at night while camping. Apparently someone's chasing someone through the woods because I can hear a bunch of yelling right now. Crazy teenagers. All right, you can find the Mickey Shorts and More on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, on Google Play, on Stitcher, or you can subscribe through whatever podcast player you choose. Everyone has their own podcast player, so just look up Mickey Shorts and More in your podcast player, and you can subscribe to the show. Also, you can connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Again, just search for Mickey Shorts and More, and you can find us. If you want to send us a question or your own commentary on the episode, or let us know what you think of the episodes, stuff we can use on the air, or questions that you may have about the Mickey Shorts series, make sure to send those to mickeyshortsandmore@gmail.com. Or you can call the voicemail hotline at 541-321-0472 and leave us a voicemail there so that we can feature that on a future show. Remember to head to Apple Podcasts, leave us a review so that way other people can find out about the show. Next week, what are we covering next week?
Dog show.
Dog show, where we can answer the age-old question, what exactly is Goofy? Isn't he also a dog? Guess. With him and Pluto, it gets a little confusing. So, we will find out next week exactly what that all means. In the meantime, everyone have a great weekend. Enjoy all of the news coming from D23. And have a fantastic week. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Dun,
Dun.